Hey bitches. What if I actually did start a YouTube channel though and I just called y'all my bitches? Because you know how everyone has like a nickname for their followers? What if I just called you guys my bitches? Just kidding. Okay. Anyway, last time I made an old sketchbooks video and it's been about 2 years, and here's part 2 of my old sketchbooks. These are probably between 2014 to 2015. I haven't really seen any of these since I've been away at school, so I might be cringing. I'm not like bullying myself when I make fun of myself. It's just me, okay? Anyway, so the last time I left off on this sketchbook, which I said I would finish in a month, and I actually did complete it within 26 days. So I'm really glad that, you know, I can sometimes stick to my promises, you know, after seeing all those unfinished animation videos. I'm glad I don't have an unfinished sketchbooks video, even though half of these really are unfinished. But the purpose of this sketchbook is to not only help me improve, but to help me adjust to completing something in a given amount of time, which in this case is 26 days to finish a 40-page sketchbook. So I'm really glad that I was able to complete this. So on this page, I pretty much just took notes on it for work, and then I just drew over it because, you know, that's artsy as fuck. And then on this page, if you remember my Where No One Goes video, I was bored as hell at work, so I just boarded out what I wanted to do. When I came home, I didn't have to think of the ideas, so, you know, it made my life a lot easier. But those were some really good memories. Here's my family because we just looked like a squad, so I had to draw us. And here are some girls because what the fuck else do I draw? More girls. Here are more boards for the Where No One Goes thing, and well, apparently I ended up finishing this video before I even finished this storyboard, lol. I don't really know what I did, honestly. Here's, if you remember who Bobby is, Bob Coolster, go look him up. I was gonna make a comic about us growing up, but you know, I have commitment issues, which is why we're not married today. And here's some apocalyptic mice shit, because I'm all about that sci-fi apocalypse. And here's some life drawings I probably drew at the airport. Mom, can I have some coffee? Fuck off, bitch, because you know, when I was little, I always wanted coffee, but my parents never wanted me to be addicted to caffeine. So you know what they told me? Fuck off, bitch. And here I just drew some jellyfish bitches, and I just wrote some ideas because, you know, you gotta look a little educated sometimes by writing stuff. And here's a girl, because again, what's new? What's new? And my dog, Mila. She is indeed my comfort zone. But yeah, here's some like thumbnails I did of her, and here's like full colored of her being super emo anime depressed shit, and then here's cartoon stuff to show that, you know, I can vary my styles, just to show that I'm not like always this, but sometimes I can be this, you know, and sometimes I can be a mountain too, because I'm a fucking mountain whore. I love rocks, I love hiking, I love nature. Oh my god, I can't get off my phone ever. Grandpa and granddaughter. More really emo depressed anime stuff, which I still love. Tutus. Here's one of my characters that you might know from this animatic I did, and here's my sister. I don't really know what I did here. Tokyo Ghoul, because I think that's when the anime came out in 2014. Stuff. Beach day. Yeah. Go to hell, you know, this still resonates with me today. I was in hell. I'm going back in a month, so feels great to go home so soon. Dancing girls and apocalyptic robot shit. Random scribbles, doodles about things I tend to do often. Scrunch. Random unnecessary kicking. Random leg movements. Squat, bitch. Legs stay together, I mean. Are legs supposed to not stay together? Here's, I guess, like some really hot, like fuckable version of Charlotte from Charlotte's Web. Yeah. And you can tell again that I really not give a shit by the end of my sketchbook, but in the beginning it's like so colorful and I like paste shit, but that was pretty much it for this sketchbook. So here's the sketchbook I did for my first year at CalArts. I think we had an assignment or something. The teacher said, you have to finish a sketchbook within the first semester and then we'll take a look at it, but no one ever took a look at my stuff, so I was like, well, so I really did that for no reason, but you know, at least I finished it. Oh my god, there's my address. I started this sketchbook at a really weird pace because this is from December, but I started this in like September, but I just started from the middle. And then I went to the front because you know how sometimes you don't want to like ruin that first page because you're like, the sketchbook is so precious. So I just like started in the middle, and then once I felt like I was comfortable with the sketchbook, I would just come back to the front once I stopped giving a shit. So yeah, here's some fighting bitches, animals, because everyone knows I'm just a furry obsessor. Yeah, here's some classmates, and here's Mila, because once again, she is my comfort zone as fuck. Back of people's heads, because you can tell I don't want to fuck up anyone's faces. Here's me trying to seem like a great student. Michelle really cares about school, but no one ever looked because no one cares. And here are my favorite foods, because I just think that it's so important for people to know what I like to eat. But you know, at the end of the day, it's not about the people who care, it's about you who cares. You know, writing and drawing this stuff really familiarized me with me, and you know, I really learned about myself just from drawing fucking tonkatsu. Here are more back of heads, because gotta keep those people looking beautiful by not messing up their faces. More life drawings. And here's some like thumbnail-y life drawings, I guess. I find it very therapeutic when you can just fill in this stuff with like a gray Copic and it just fills in the space, and you're like, wow, now I don't have to draw anything else because it's just its own little circular shape from all these little figures. Here's some more notes, but I don't think I'm allowed to share that shit because I'm private as hell. And here's more Sin stuff. Here's a trip that I went on with my friends to upstate New York. It was like a great ass time. My character shit. I drew like this Anna Akana, I don't know if you know her on YouTube. I just watched one of her videos and I just drew her expression because I don't know. I just did, okay? And here are my bitches. And yeah, just more drawings. I guess there are a lot of figure drawings, and Porter Robinson. Porter Robinson is my bitch. I was like so obsessed with him freshman year. Like I'm still so obsessed with Porter Robinson, but freshman year, let me tell you, I came back on Columbus weekend, which is just a one-day break. I flew all the way back to New York just to see his concert with my friend because I was just like, I love this bitch. I will do anything for him. Here's like my characters inspired by Porter Robinson. But yeah, just more figure drawings, some comic that I don't want to read because I'll probably throw up if I do. Some chickens, more figure drawings, more figure drawings. Are you guys bored yet? I think that's Bobby. Yeah, I mean, like, who the fuck else do I Skype? Here's my first year film character. Let's not remember her. Yeah, here's my dog. Here's more, like, you can tell I'm starting to not give a shit by this point. Once you start seeing less, okay, except for this. Once you see less colors, I guess, I don't know, once they start getting more scribbly, you can tell that the sketchbook is coming to its end. Like, you can tell Michelle is starting to not really care. Okay, I like how I just say that as I pass by the more colorful shit. Okay, starting now, it's gonna go downhill. So yeah, this is when it's gonna die. Scribbles, yeah, you can tell with this one. I just gave up. I was like, fuck this page. I don't even want to cover this up with paper like my other sketchbooks. I'm just not even gonna work on it. And yeah, that's it for this one. That was quite unfortunate. Well, I hope you're all ready for this sketchbook because it's pretty big, which means I only did like 5 pages. So anyway, here's some naked bitches. More nakies. Nakes. And then I think we did this thing where we had to like try to just caricature it into like a cartoon or just do a character, I don't know, whatever. So yeah, here are just more like drawings of the girl, blah blah blah. Yeah, we get a Michelle, okay, like only this much for this much. That's too much for me, so I was like, you know what, fuck it. Don't be like me. Yeah, you can tell I don't really care except for this one random page. But yeah, like, I'm really glad that, you know, I can achieve so much in life. I'm really gonna go far and go to places. This is one of my last sketchbooks that I try hard in because the last time I really worked in this was like 2015-ish. I didn't ever touch the sketchbook this year and I didn't really finish it either, but yeah, well, this is my most recent one that I had colors and organized. I don't know. Okay, anyway. Here's some settings in Japan because I went to Japan. sumo wrestler woman, ninja guy, old lady, and schoolgirl because anime. Oh, this day. Let me just tell you a story. I was so pissed at my school because I was not happy with what they had for dinner. I know, I'm so fucking first world problem bitch. But anyway, I have problems with what my school serves as food. So I was really upset and I did not feel like I didn't really eat much, so I ran all the way to Starbucks, which is near my school, and I just ordered a venti iced green tea latte, and I just sat around the area pouting, but as I was pouting, I just drew in this sketchbook, so that is the tragic backstory behind this very peaceful environment. We went to the zoo, and also a giraffe. I swear to God, this foreshadowed my second year film. I was not even thinking about my second year film. This was just like, I should just draw a tiger, but I should also make a girl tiger. Except I didn't really make a girl tiger. And I decided to explore that idea more, colored stuff and thumbnail stuff, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, life drawings. I went to my friend's school in Boston and she had a life drawing class, so I just sat there with her. So yeah, went to Palm Springs and the windmills look like monsters at night. Deer, because I love those animals. You might know these characters from my Tumblr if you follow it, but I guess this was the exploration of them. This is my cafe, the cafe in my school, which I resort to many times. And life drawings, settings, life drawing, what else is new?
Life drawings, life drawings, life drawings, life drawings. Not life drawings, but yes, life drawings. Animal life drawings, life drawings.
Not life drawings, what a shocker. Life drawings. Here's some trees and plants and cats and life drawings and life drawings. And this is when I stopped giving a shit about the sketchbook, which is sad because I was not even halfway through yet. I think I really entered like an art block during this time because this is when I like started working on my film, so I didn't really like care about it as much. I thought that was like a fucked face, like someone getting fucked. But yeah, like you can tell this is when I was so stressed with my film, I didn't even have time to really draw for myself, so yeah, this is like the sadness of my art life when I just give up. So yeah. Thanks y'all for watching this video. I will probably do another sketchbooks video, but not like completed sketchbooks. It will be completely different. It's more of like my workflow, I guess, with sketchbooks because now I use sketchbooks for a completely different reason. My sketchbooks now look nothing like this. They're a lot shittier, but they do help me get out my ideas a lot faster, but I'll explain that in the next video. So anyway, peace out, bitches!